Hello everyone, I'm back. We're back, right in the same place, ready to get going, and we are so ready to get going that I am actually going to start by saving this, because I am going to try to do something probably kind of dumb. I kind of just want to do a quick episode, and I also want to do a speed year. This is something I've never really done playing this game, and it probably won't work out very well for me, but it seems like a good idea in my head. So I think the only time we would really need to pause is once the crops are done. But what I'm going to do is come down here, set this to times 10, which is the highest, excuse me, and we're just going to let this year run. We're going to kind of see what our people are doing, how they're living their lives. Speaking of how they're living their lives, Lillip's up to 42, his wife's 50 years old. I'm pretty sure they only used to, oh okay, yep, we're mathing again. We're all the way there this time. Here's the moment of truth, guys. You can't make this shit up. What is your son still living with you for? He's 21 years old, and he didn't even go into the family business. What are you two doing? I have not touched the fishermen because I knew how much you two loved fishing. And now you've retired to the hunting cabin. Now you're a fucking herbalist. I can't keep track of these guys. Jaylene, thank you for teaching our students how to become better fishermen. Because somebody needs to do it. Keep hitting your fish. Love you guys. What a happy family. They got tired of the docks. They went out to the woods. I can't say I blame them. So we're going quick. We got the pasture slowly moving. I think it's going to look really nice too. All of their little huts are going to be in the back corner there, all kind of facing the same direction. I think that'll look good. Look at them fly through those crops. It's wonderful. We have reached our max on herbs. That's good, and we don't really need more than that. We're gonna let them go to 300 just so we then really don't need to worry about it, and maybe we can see if herbs have any good value at the trading post. But I've never needed to go over 200. Looks like we're maxed out on everything else as well. We're finally starting to get some wood back. Our iron is finally the first thing starting to take a little bit of a hit, and that's just because, as you've seen when we scavenge, I'm not supposed to be doing this. We're supposed to be going fast through this, fast. Taylor, you're at 50. Let's go to 75. Woodcutter, he made it back to 300, no problem, and we're going up on wood, so we'll bring you back up to 400, and we will unpause. We just don't want all these people doing nothing just because we're in a hurry. Just like that. Stop pausing. You can see that we have a nice big pasture. That's going to be really nice when some animals show up. So obviously we don't even have any animals set to it, so it's just not being worked. It's just sitting there. We don't need to set anybody to doing that. And just like that, both fields are done. Take these guys out. Put them in as workers. We have a lot of workers. We don't have apple. We do have the tavern done though, which is fantastic. We're going to start with the berries since we know we have plenty of those. We're going to set one person to a brewer. We're actually going to leave 2 laborers in since we're trying to go quick. Everything else is looking good. I'm going to make sure everybody's maxed out. Of 2 that I can't... Huh. Oh. That's really nice. Oh, because we don't have any laborers. That makes sense. Nice going. And we have 5 builders doing nothing, so... This might be a good time now that we have a bunch of people doing nothing. And a bunch of really good iron right down there. Have somebody grab all that. Gonna want some rocks pretty soon here too. So we'll start grabbing all of those. And look at those people move. They're in a hurry. Should have plenty of room there. 5 workers doing nothing. Let's get that market going. Year 7 is the year of the speed. What's it this year for China? The year of the cat? The year of the rat. Chinese New Year's pretty soon, I think. Pretty sure. So this is going to look really good. And you know what else it's going to do? Oh, look at that. It's going to give us a new thumbnail, guys. Isn't that wonderful? Should we do this part together? So, unfortunately, as you can see, all of my thumbnails have started kind of having to take a certain shape and direction. Because, one, I need typing space. Let's get all of these things out of here. You gotta come down just a hair. We're gonna put... Oh, I don't want to set the max up. We want to set... Sorry guys, this is not how you do a fast year. Jobs, let's see here. If we set at least... vendor. 1 person in there, it gets rid of that question mark. We also have him over here we want to get rid of. And there, that looks really nice. We have some space up top. Get this out of the way. We'll back up just to where we can't see any of those question marks. I don't think it shows this toolbar down here when I take screenshots. There we go. Let's even take a look at it real quick. You know, you guys get the point. Back to our speed. There. And that'll look really nice for year 7. And look at that, our trees actually did end up lining up really nicely. And we got the trees right next to the building there. So that looks really good, and that'll be really cool too when we actually have multiple sources. Let's get all this stuff back, because it is hard to play without it. Put you back up there. You don't need to be here at all. And where did I go? Maybe we do need the map, guys. What in the world just happened? There we are. Weird. Okay, cool. So we got our market, and you can see here it's already just starting to get flooded with material. And it takes away a lot from all these other places, which is good, because as you can see here, 100% full. market's already up to 25%. That's pretty good. Yep, plenty of berries. I don't know why you're saying you can't build right now. And just like that, we have our first trader. Late winter too, it's very good timing. Set the speed down a little bit. We'll actually grab all these and put them back on screen right now too, while we're thinking about it. We're actually just going to leave the orchards off the screen because we never take them out anyway. And then we can see here, we have a trader. Let's see what they have to trade. Chickens, right off the bat. That is so good. That's fantastic. So we want at least 2. That's usually how more chickens get made. That's not true. Roosters, hens, are they both? I'm gonna stop thinking I know anything about the biology of chickens. And let's see, so we have 200 firewood and they are worth 4 apiece. So it seems like if we give him all 200 firewood, that makes roughly 800. Better at math than I am at knowing how or what chickens are. Excellent. That worked out so well. So we are going to trade him. We're going to restock that 200, which works just fine. We're actually past our max, which is really good. It'll bring us down to 200, but we'll shoot right back up to 400, no problem. Tools. Might want to stop taking from the iron pretty soon, but I think another 50 would probably be fine. And that can get those boosting as well, because as you can see, those are worth 8, and that is really good. So we're going to unpause, basically just to finish out this year and get into... Oh yeah, we can also dismiss him after we, before we do that. Here's where we can actually order from this guy and tell him, next time you come, please bring these things. We'll say every visit. He's not the only merchant who comes, so, you know, we're not going to get one of these next visit, probably, but that way he knows, don't bring chickens. You guys all have, like, names with an additional name added to it. It's strange. So yeah, we got our order set with him, and now we can dismiss him. And now we are going to need at least 1 person, probably 2 people. Wow, no, 1 person for this whole pasture. That's fantastic. And we'll move the chickens into here. As we can see, we can make 27 of them. But what we are going to do is just get this one built right away, so we can get somebody working in it, and we can get those chickens moved over so they're not in here. Yeah. Yeah. We're actually going to set a high priority on this as well. Oh, not that one. I think our speed went back down after the merchant left. But regardless, semi-quick year, I think. Probably not. I still paused quite a bit. Looks like we're getting a late start on early spring. But our early spring is here, our pasture is going, we have nobody working as a herdsman. I want to get that in there, especially since the chicken are going to want to come over pretty soon. And then if we take these 2 out, and probably one of the herbalists, then we can get both these fields going again. And I think that was relatively quick. That was fantastic. We usually never get livestock on the first trade. I usually am not smart enough to get enough material in the trading post in time to be able to trade for them. We were lucky to get chickens too, because I think the sheep and the cattle are both far more expensive. We saw 2 chickens was 800. I think each cow is like 800 or 1600 or 1200, something like that, all on its own. So we want to make sure we get these numbers padded a little bit as well, while still being smart with our resources and not running out of anything. So yeah, that all worked out pretty perfectly, actually. We'll get some roads in here eventually, but it's not really mandatory. There's only going to be one person working out here for now. We could get a house put out here, but they're going to need to be walking this way constantly to bring chicken and eggs and whatever else to the market, so that's a good call. Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have a little bit of a walk, but that's okay. They're mostly just doing the pasture thing, not as much collecting. And that'll be it for year 7. That was a quick year. Quick-ish year. Thanks for watching, everyone. Later.